Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What? You think smoking kills you? Well, you're right. But try asking an East Asian student, a Japanese or Korean student. What will they tell you? They'll tell you that depression because of tests are far times deadlier than those of smoking. But yet, if I put a test paper here, then no one will care about it. Alright. There will be probably questions in your head like, how did this happen? What can we do to stop it? Alright, we'll answer those questions in today's speech. But before that, to the humble audiences and judges, thank you for your time given. I'm Muhammad Keenan from SPPPBS. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalam ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin, nabiyina Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amma ba'd. Continuing. There are two reasons why this happened. First is they probably met a very huge setback, a very huge obstacle that is maybe too big enough for them to pass through it. Like finding out that the test questions are different from what you've learned. That is called a setback. That is called a setback. Alright, imagine again. You're assigned to do a khutbah in front of the masjid. You feel happy because you can be recognized by the others. You have the potential and you also have the moral. But then you met a setback. You feel nervous. And in a blink, you start shaking. You start questioning your choices. Your mental is broken and your moral goes down. That's a setback. That's an obstacle. Some questions are probably in most of you, like, can't we just overcome it? Well, of course we can. But is it really that easy? Alright, that comes down to the second reason. That is our mentality, our resilience. With the increase of technology nowadays, everyday stuff becomes easy and reachable. Imagine this. You're hungry and there's no food around. What do? You grab your phone, find the food you like, press order, and boom, the food's ready. Compare that with our parents, and bam, there's a really huge difference between them. And that is what makes us weak. Our mindset leads us not to be independent, but to always be relying on our gadgets, on shortcuts. Alright, let's take another example. Football's greatest, Lionel Messi. He was born with a deficiency that makes him short. But did he stop in his football career? No. No, he did not. What did he do? He used his deficiency as a stepping stone to climb in his football career. With a small body of his, he's agile. He can dribble past defenders like a breeze. And that is concrete proof that in every setback we have, there's always going to be an opening for it to become a stepping stone leading to success. Alright, now to answer how do we avoid this? How do we stop this? Alright, I've got some tips and tricks that everyone can follow to change their setbacks into stepping stones. Alright, let's get started. The first one is to change our mindsets. Change our mindset from the plain old boring one that always say, I can't do this, to a positive mindset, knowing that after every setback, there's always going to be ease. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated in Quran Surah Al-Hijrah, verse 5 until 6. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا. Truly indeed, after hard work, there's ease. Indeed, after hard work, there's ease. The second is to be patient and tawakkal. The second step of how to turn those setbacks into stepping stones are through the power of tawakkal, Allah, relying on Allah's plan while also giving it our best. Often, when a setback hits us, we say, why me? I'm not ready for all of this. But remember that Allah promised us in Quran Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 286. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah does not burden a soul except that they can bear it. The third is to seek help, either mentally or physically. Never ever do you suffer in silence. When the burden feels too heavy, try reaching out to a friend of yours, And try reaching out to a family of yours. Try reaching out to professionals. And most importantly, try to reach out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through sujud. Because sujud is the only position that you whisper to the ground, but that whisper is heard among the stars. Fourth and lastly, is try to break the setback down into smaller pieces. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves consistent stuff, even if there are few. Adwamuhu min qalbih. Instead of focusing on the mountain itself, try focusing on the next step you should do. Even if it's just learning for 10 minutes or doing a simple dua. If you do it consistently, then it's still progress. Alright, and to everyone here today, I want to say that don't let those setbacks define you. Let them refine you. Let those setbacks turn the scars into stars that save people from the darkness. Turn those pain into purpose. Turn those tests into a testimony. Because of course, us humans will always evolve beyond the person we were the minute before. Alright, that's all from me. I'm Keenan from SMPBPBS. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.